I've seen a few stories lately where people have talked about their profession, and other people not from this profession have almost, come across put offish, as if being, a mechanic technician is this thing that you shouldn't be proud of. There's another gentleman on here talking about how somebody had asked him what his profession was when he was at a meeting, and he said, I'm a technician. And they almost kind of like almost like it was funny. Why would, that ain't nothing. I got news for you guys. Those of you that think that mechanics and technicians are not smart, they're some of the brightest people around. I've never seen a profession where there's so many things all tied into one. To where I've got electricians coming to me, I've got HVAC guys coming to me, I've got people from all kind of different trades coming to me to have me do their work on their vehicles. And me as a technician, owner, general manager, or whatever, former dealer technician, I rarely ever need any of them. And it's not that I'm saying that I don't need them, because they do know more than me about the profession. I get it. Whether it be plumbing or electrical work or something like that. But if I have repairs to do in my bathroom or something, where I got to rip out my sink, I got to put in a new shower, I'm shutting electrical off, running new wires, putting fans and stuff, and like lights and stuff in rooms where there never was lights and stuff before, adding new breakers and stuff to my box, things that you would think that normally you would hire a professional for. I've done enough research, and I'm mechanically and electrically and savvy enough to where I can do those things myself. I don't really need to go call anybody else to go do that. I figure it out and I get it done, and I do it right. Sometimes above what's expected for code or whatever it may be. And I don't get this mindset where people think that because you're a mechanic or you're a technician that that's something that you should laugh at. Literally, we have to do almost every single trade that there is in our profession. We have to diagnose heating and air conditioning stuff. We have to diagnose electrical problems. We have to diagnose mechanical problems. We have to diagnose plumbing problems when things aren't flowing or things are overheating. There's things that we're always involved in, to where literally, if it came down to picking one trade to where you could eventually figure out and do everything without having anybody's help, I would pick the technician mechanic trade. Just because we have to deal with so much on so many different levels, that I would, if that was the trade that you would pick, to where you'd get experience in everything and come out on top by picking just one trade, that's the trade I'd go with. Yeah, we have our issues and stuff in this trade where people take advantage of us and pay and everything else, and the pay for this trade hasn't caught up to what all the other trades are. What I don't get with this trade is why so many people think we're worth so little, when plumbers and electricians and contractors and stuff building homes are worth so much. We're worth so little. It's still part of the blue collar trade, and we're some of the hardest worked, if not the hardest worked, when it comes to you're getting in a vehicle that I'm liable for fixing and repairing, right? That's a direct safety issue. I have to make sure that thing is 100% up to par when you get it, because your family's going to be in there, your kids are going to be in there. This is something that's going to have the livelihood of your family inside it as it's going down the road. And you're trying to undercut me. You're trying to tell me I'm not worth this much money. But if an electrician comes out, or let's just say a HVAC guy or a plumber comes out, they're going to say, look, man, I have to charge a $100 service fee, and then I have to charge, a $75 diag fee, and then, it could be a $150 diag fee, and then by the time it's all said and done, for the most basic repair of just, replacing a upper limit switch or something like that, now you just spent $700 on something that took a guy 45 minutes to fix. But yet you'll argue with me over a $300 tie rod or suspension or a $500 suspension repair when your life is literally sitting in that vehicle going down the road with your family. But you're more understanding when it comes to that technician or that plumber or that electrician or the HVAC guy, because your comfort is at stake now. That vehicle, you don't appreciate as much. Your home, you do. Your comfort with your AC and running water and stuff, you do. So maybe if you were more appreciative of that vehicle and needed it that bad, just maybe you might start respecting us a little bit more. Maybe you might start thinking that we're worth more pay than what we're getting. Because I can tell you right now, people that are in severe, desperate need of their vehicle to get back and forth to work and make that money so they can pay those bills and enjoy that house with that AC and that water and everything else, those people typically come to me and they're like, look, just do whatever it takes. Just get my vehicle fixed. I don't care what it costs. Just please do it. I'm like really, really in need of this vehicle. But other people that they got a spare vehicle or they got another one or they've got some money put away if they want, they can just go buy a new vehicle. They look at you as you're disposable. They don't really care. It shouldn't be that way. Maybe we should start making people more aware of what they should be appreciative of versus what they are. Mechanics and technicians, we're not throwaway. We're not disposable. The industry needs us right now pretty bad. And yes, we can't be replaced at our jobs, but what I'm saying overall, we should be more respected than what we are. And we're not. And that's the sad part. You actually need us more than you need anybody else in the trades when it comes down to it, because you have to be able to get back and forth to where you have to go to make money in order to provide and pay for the other things that you want, like your home, your AC, your HVAC, your electrical, all that. You need this vehicle to go from point A to point B to make that money so you can pay for that. So put some respect on my name.